T-Bone Terrence Ward alongside downtown Bruno, and I'm telling you what, an ecstatic crowd again here. I'm really excited about some of the matchups we've got this week.
I'm excited about this crowd. I'm excited that you're dressed just like Paul Bear. Well, you know, you're a little bit heavier than he is, but besides that. Anyway, let's talk about tonight's event. It's unbelievable. We've got Seth Sabor to take on the almost undefeated Pokerface. He's only had one defeat in his whole time here in NEW, and I'm sure he's trying to start a streak all over again. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see because, you know, Pokerface actually lost to Austin Lane. He will be taking on Austin Lane at our next pay-per-view, August the 19th, at Tap Outs and Knockouts. The gloves are on and the closed fists are legal. So it's going to be an interesting pay-per-view to see at Blytheville, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory.
Oh, and also we got Austin Lane, speaking of him, this week against Justin Smart and two more big matches.
But I'll tell you what, Bruno, with that, let's go ahead and go to our show.
Let's do it.
You know, at Scars and Stripes, I had a chance once again to become the #1 contender for the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship. But that golden opportunity was stolen from me by Pokerface. But that's okay, because this week I have a chance for a little bit of revenge. And I'm going to get it too, because Pokerface, you are standing in my way. But you will soon find out that just like everything else, the future of NEW is all about me.
Wait a minute. I'm getting a vision. You know, I'm not a psychic, but I can see in the future right now. August 19th, I'm seeing tap outs and knockouts, and I get a chance to get retribution at Austin Lane for what he did last week at the pay-per-view. And Austin, this ain't about winning a championship. It's not about getting closer to that junior heavyweight champion. It's about getting revenge. Seth Sabor, you his protege, I'm coming for you first.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Your referee, Chuck Poe. Introducing first from Newark, Arkansas, Seth Sabor. And his opponent from Osceola, Arkansas, Pokerface. Here we go, kicking off our program with a one-fall matchup in between Seth Sabor and Naughty by Nature's Pokerface.
That's right, Pokerface, he was well on his way to setting a record for going the longest without being defeated. Then Austin Lane came along, and you know, Austin's been very questionable lately with his tactics, with his attitude, and you know, a lot of that's going around. Must be something in the water. I don't know. Right now, Pokerface going for a quick victory. I don't know if he's going to be able to put the competitor of Seth Sabor's attributes away that quick.
Is he rubbing the forearm of his forearm into the eyes of Pokerface? And wait a minute.
I'm not sure. And
we've got a guest here at ringside. If we can get a camera shot of Austin Lane has brought a chair out to ringside. He has a match with Pokerface at Tap Outs and Knockouts. It's more or less a redemption match for Pokerface, who got screwed out of the Top Contenders tournament by Austin Lane. And I can't believe the #1 contenders here at ringside.
I mean, I can't believe it. And now the fans can see it now. We can see it on our monitors now. Austin Lane. I mean, as long as he's not interfering or getting involved in the match, I don't guess there's any reason he shouldn't be able to sit here and watch the match. But if Austin Lane decides to get involved, that'll be a whole nother story.
Well, you know, you look at Pokerface, I don't even think he's noticed the #1 contender out here as Austin Lane watches his prodigy child, I guess you could call him, Seth Sabor, in a losing bout against Pokerface right now, who is definitely dominating this matchup.
Yeah, and I don't think Austin Lane's very happy about that. And I'm just wondering, where did Austin Lane meet Seth Sabor? Because he's from Newark, New Jersey, right? All the way down here.
Newark, Arkansas.
Oh, Newark, Arkansas. I keep making that mistake. Pokerface from Osceola.
And Pokerface, again, causing some pain to Seth Sabor with those, I guess you could say, forearms. Wait a minute, I guess Pokerface just acknowledged Austin Lane's presence here at ringside.
Well, like I said, as long as Austin Lane don't get involved other than watching and observing, that's fine. I guess, you know, I know there's a monitor in the dressing room for all the wrestlers to watch and scout their prospective future opponents and so forth. I don't know why Austin isn't just watching it back there. I can ask him about that later, I guess.
It's more about intimidation if you think about it, Bruno, because Austin Lane is trying to intimidate Pokerface. Austin getting out of his chair here. I don't know what he's thinking about doing, but for those of you at home, we can see it here, and we're going to try to get you a shot of it. And you can see Pokerface hesitating, acknowledging Austin Lane. He's not wanting to make a move because of Austin Lane, and look what's happened. His hesitation, his concentration on Austin Lane just cost him that high-risk maneuver.
I tell you, I wish we had a camera shot on Austin Lane right now. He's got a cocky look right now. He looks like the guy from the Laurel and Hardy, the skinny one.
You know, talking about focus, that's why I beat you, is because you lost your focus. You know, these two have known each other for a long time. As a matter of fact, Seth Sabor has known Austin Lane for quite some time. And, you know, the fact that Austin's taken him under his wing, he has turned Seth Sabor into a powerhouse, and what a knee to the skull of Pokerface.
All of a sudden, the tide has turned. I mean, up until now, I would have given it to Pokerface on points completely, but now I guess it's time for Seth Sabor to play catch-up ball. That's exactly what he's doing right now, and doing a very good job of it.
Seth Sabor continuing his dominance right now in this part of the matchup, and we're not even 5 minutes into it, and Seth Sabor has already taken back control thanks to the help of Austin Lane.
And you hear this audience, every single one of them, let's go poker, let's go. Let's go poker, let's go. They like Pokerface. They don't like anybody that's associated with Austin Lane.
No, and I can't blame him really because of Austin's attitude. You know, Austin Lane, you know, ranked Wrestler of the Year by WrestlingNewsCenter.com. And, you know, ever since then, it's almost like Austin Lane has forked his path, you know, from the straight and the narrow to the windy and curvy.
Yeah, I know it. Austin Lane used to be #1 on the most popular list. Now he's #1 on the jerk list.
Yeah, exactly. And Seth Sabor taking too much of a chance. Those knees right to the ribs. Pokerface trying to get back in control. Referee Chuck Pope checking on both contenders, seeing if they're able to compete. Wait a minute! Pokerface with a nice counter. Nice leg drop, going for #2 maybe. Third time's the charm.
Wow!
Knee that time.
Did you hear that?
Well, I'll tell you what I can definitely see from ringside. You can't see it on your monitors, but I do believe that Seth Sabor may have a broken nose from that contact knee that he suffered.
And wait a minute, Austin Lane is getting up on the apron right now.
What does he think he's doing? He is not part of this matchup. Referee Chuck Poe needs to get Austin Lane off of that apron.
He's telling him to get off.
Oh, and Seth Sabor inadvertently taking down Austin Lane. Look out, Seth, because Pokerface has the final card, and it has been dealt.
Get the bell hammer ready, Terrence. Stick a fork in him. He's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this matchup by pinfall, Pokerface. Well, Pokerface taking on the victory in our opening contest, actually thanks to Austin Lane.
I hope Austin Lane doesn't blame Seth Sabor for losing. Austin Lane should blame Austin Lane for Seth Sabor losing that bout.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, with that, we've got another matchup involving that man, Austin Lane, coming up after the break. But let's take a look back at the promo leading up to Byron Wilcott and Kid Nikels' match from Scars and Stripes.
Let's do it.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
It's Kid Nikels. It's Byron Wilcott.
But I'm from Texas Wrestling Academy, and I'm here to show you what a real man is about.
They say you don't mess with Texas, but you don't cross Kid Nikels. When it's all said and done, I'll be dragging you back to Texas in this here body bag, and I'll be doing it wearing that title belt around my waist.
The Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling is looking for new students. Think you've got what it takes to make it in the ring? Train with wrestling legend Nightmare Ken Wayne. Learn the ins and outs of the wrestling game. Train to be a professional wrestler, manager, or referee. Women are encouraged to apply and financing is available. Call 901-831-4198 for tuition information or log on to nightmarekenwayne.com for the Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling.
Welcome back to New Experience Wrestling. T-Bone Terrence Ward here alongside of Downtown Bruno, who's having trouble putting on his glove. These gloves will be used at tap-outs and knockouts coming August the 19th at Blytheville, Arkansas. Bruno, it's a lost cause, buddy.
I tell you what, good. Don't hit me. It ain't fair, because I don't have one.
That Paul Bearer joke?
Well, you look like Paul Bearer, but you know what? That opening bout, give me a break. Austin Lane thought he was going to really intimidate Pokerface and throw him off his game, and what happened? It cost his buddy, Seth Sabor, the match. Pokerface is back on a winning streak, and you know what? I love it, because Austin Lane used to be #1 on the popularity list. Now he's #1 on the jerk list. As far as I'm concerned, that's where he's going to stay.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hope Justin the Juice Smart can definitely smarten Austin Lane up. But I'll tell you what, let's get to that matchup right now. Justin the Juice Smart taking on Austin Lane.
You know, at Scars and Stripes, they called it a wrestling classic. But Austin Lane, the best in that ring in the world, proved that he was the best on that night. At Tap Outs and Knockouts, August the 19th in Blytheville, Arkansas, Pokerface, I'll prove once again. But this week, Justin Smart. Justin the Juice Smart. You know what, Juicy Fruit? I'm going to make you tap it, or I will snap it.
You know, Austin, I can come out here and I can talk about how bad I'm going to beat you tonight, how sucky it was to lose to you at Scars and Stripes. But the way I look at it is, not only do I want to get revenge on you, but Pokerface does too for what you did to him. So this week, Austin Lane, not only am I coming for you, Pokerface, I'm going to root for you, man. I'm going to root for you at the next pay-per-view that you get your revenge, because therefore, after you get yours, I'm coming after you, Austin, because I'm better than you and a hell of a lot better looking than you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this matchup, Chuck Poe. Introducing first from Newport, Arkansas, the human highlight reel, Austin Lane. And his opponent from Sikeston, Missouri, Justin the Juice Smart. I'll tell you what, here we go. Second matchup of the program. The human highlight reel taking on Justin the Juicy Fruit Smart, as he referred him to. And I say that jokingly because I guess I could say I'm on a good-based relationship with Justin the Juice Smart, but it's something he doesn't like with Austin Lane.
Well, you know, Austin Lane's just trying to be cocky, trying to come up with a real funny thing to call him Juicy Fruit, but the bottom line is Justin Smart is a great competitor, a great wrestler, a great part of NEW, actually one of the NEW originals, I'm proud to say. And, you know, Austin Lane, as we've said throughout the broadcast till we're blue in the face, is a great athlete, a great competitor, a great wrestler. But you know what? He's not a great person anymore. I mean, I hope, you know, whatever got in his Cheerios, you know, gets out of his system. He gets back to the old Austin Lane that I used to, you know, really like to be around. Because right now he's got a bad attitude, he's got a bad frame of mind, and he's just turned into a nasty, mean individual.
Well, I'll tell you somebody who, you know, Justin the Juice Smart typically doesn't have a lot to say, which is the reason why during his interview before the matchup, he, you know, nice wrist lock there, he doesn't really say much. He has trouble putting words together because he shows how he feels inside that ring. You can see here that he's leaving his heart right there in the ring. He always does every week. And, you know, with Justin Juice Smart, I wouldn't be surprised if he took... Oh! Both men exchanging slaps there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Justin Smart come out with a victory this week.
I would love it. I would love it.
Oh! Beautiful drop kick.
That would make Austin Lane basically 0 for 2 this week. If you count Seth Sabor as a somewhat technically Austin Lane loss, since he really had a lot to do with contributing to that.
Yeah, and you know, you look at this matchup here, you got Austin Lane. That man right there will be taking on Pokerface at Tap Outs and Knockouts on August the 19th, 2011 at the Blytheville, Arkansas National Guard Armory. And Justin the Juice Smart will be featured on Tap Outs and Knockouts as well, taking on Austin Lane's protege, Seth Sabor.
So what's the date again for Tap Outs and Knockouts?
August the 19th at the Blytheville National Guard Armory right here in the great state of Arkansas.
Fantastic.
Nice counter whipping of the ropes.
What day of the week? Is that on a Friday night?
That is a Friday night. Bell time will be announced on our Facebook and Twitter page. Austin Lane wasn't really sure what he was going for. Normally a side Russian leg sweep, but a nice variation there.
It was different, I'll say that.
There we go. Cover, hook the leg. Nice kick out.
Referee Chuck Poe makes the 2 count. Count of 2. There's a couple of people out in the audience hollering for Austin, but for the most part, it's an anti-Lane crowd.
And even Austin Lane, you know, kind of, I guess you could say, making himself known as the dominant male. A nice suplex.
You hear the people, come on, Justin, get up. They love Justin Smart. He's a great competitor. He's a great kid, and I would like to see him go far. I'd like to see him have championship gold one day, and I think it's within the realm of possibility that he could.
Not even a 2 count there. Another kick to the spine. There's 2. You know, these 2 right here. It's a shame to see, you know. Oh, kick to the midsection. Justin Smart wasting no time. And a nice forearm. Don't forget, you can visit us online at facebook.com/NEW Wrestling. Also follow us on Twitter. You can get all of our links to our websites and social media outlets right there on our Facebook page.
Wow, he just blasted Justin Smart with a forearm.
There we go, coming up some leapfrog here. Oh, man, face planting that mat.
Wow.
The failed drop kick.
Wow, did you hear the impact of that elbow against his skull? You could hear that all the way in Friars Point, Mississippi.
Look at the sadistic look on Austin Lane. Cover, 2, and a near fall. Austin Lane's face of shock says it all. He thought the match was over. He thought Justin Smart was done, and just at the last minute, he kicks out.
That's what you get for thinking too much, Austin Lane. Don't take anything for granted in that ring. Not at NEW, not anywhere, anytime.
Nice submission hold here. Referee Chuck Poe.
I know Austin Lane told me if he wins this match, afterwards he's going to go out and party.
You know, I don't know if anybody noticed this here, but referee Chuck Poe during that submission hold told him to quit blocking his nose, because even in submission holds, you have to be able to let your opponent breathe, you know, regardless of positioning. So, you know, very good scouting by the referee. Done a very good job.
Oh, Chuck Poe does a fantastic job. Fantastic job. He was trained by one of the best there ever was, which was downtown Bruno, but I think he's even better than me.
Well, I'll tell you what, Justin Smart is fired up and ready to go here. 5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes. There are 10 minutes left. Nice clothesline. Justin Smart, a fire has been lit underneath that rear end of that gentleman right there, and he is going to town on Austin Lane.
He sure is, and here he comes in the easy way for him, the hard way for Austin Lane.
And guess what? Austin Lane rolling to the outside of the ring. Justin Smart saying, get your butt back inside this ring.
He won't come in. He's going to bring him in. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Nice kick to the skull.
I think Austin Lane's trying to figure out what's going on here right now, too.
He's in La La Land, seeing those stars and birds. Oh, kick right to the shoulder blade.
That'll kind of knock you loopy. Now, that was right to the mush.
Yeah, that'll definitely rock your world. Austin Lane wasting some time here.
I think he's trying to recuperate from the beating he just took a few minutes ago.
Nice big right hand. Referee. I think the referee warned him about the closed fist, and I don't know if that was technically a warning or just a caution.
Well, he kind of caught him with the butt of his hand, so to speak.
Okay. Both of these men are quick when they execute their moves, so it's kind of hard to tell from my vantage point here.
Austin Lane just steamrolling off the ropes there by the juice. The juice is still worse for the wear, though, as you can see. He's not altogether there.
Shake it off, Justin. Shake it off. High-risk maneuver coming up. Will it pay off? Will Justin Smart plan it? He does successfully. Smart going for the cover. 2, 3.
Seth Sabor came out to do something, but I think he's a little bit late.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Justin Smart.
Seth Sabor out here now putting the boost to Justin Smart. He's telling Austin, get up, help me. I tell you what, we need some help. This is ridiculous. We can't have this. This isn't something we approve of here in NEW.
Seth Sabor has no business being here. You have a match at Tap-Outs and Knockouts. Not here this week with Justin the Juice Smart. I cannot believe that Seth Sabor coming out after this matchup. And look at the intimidation factor of Austin Lane. Well, folks, I tell you what, we're going to take a look here at the end of the match between Kevin Charles, Mo Stegall from our show number 132. Let's take a look at that from last week.
Yeah, let's do that and get these guys out of here.
Into the ropes, Irish whip. Nice flying back elbow.
Kevin Charles was knocked for a loop once again, and that'll knock the wind right out of him.
Mo Stegall waiting for him to get up. Maybe a bad mistake. He should have kept on with that momentum and stayed on top of him. Nice swinging neck breaker.
It looks like Mo thinks this is it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dan Matthews here at ringside.
What in the world is Dan Matthews doing out here?
Oh, the C4! Kevin Charles with a C4! There's the cover! This is it! Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this matchup by pinfall, Kevin Charles!
Well, why don't you put an asterisk next to that and give Dan Matthews credit for an assist on that victory?
Well, it's a good thing Dan Matthews did not strike Mo Stegall because that would have constituted a disqualification.
Downtown Bruno once again here, and I'm joined by the returning to NEW, Kevin Charles, prime time Kevin Charles. But I'll tell you, I got to be honest with you, I'm very disappointed in your attitude and your tactics since you've came back to join us here at NEW. Maybe you could explain yourself a little bit.
Look, it's nothing personal, Bruno. It's just that, it's prime danger. I backed Dan up from day one, but and I tried to tell Mo that it's nothing personal about that either, but apparently there's no stopping Mo. He doesn't want to quit. Now I have another match with Mo, and apparently...
Okay, hold on now. This is verbal, this is not physical. Now, Mo, this is Kevin's time. Can I ask what brings you out here?
What brings me out here, Bruno?
Yes.
It's real simple. The Nightmare Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling. That's what brings me out here. We were taught to respect our opponents, much less each other. And what you and Dan did at Scars and Stripes, what you did last week, you spit in the face of Ken Wayne, Eric Wayne, Greg King, Kid Nikels. You spit in my face.
Josh Carney too?
Yeah, him too.
Really?
And what really hurts me the most is I loved you, man. I thought of you as a brother. And what you did last week, you tore the heart right out of my chest, and it makes me sick.
Hey, Mo, I'm playing the world's smallest violin. Look. Let me tell you something, Mo. I have nothing else to prove to you. I've already beaten you. But I'll tell you what, let's make this match interesting, okay? The winner of this match gets to keep the cookies, okay? After that, the loser gets to hang on to that rocker-style haircut, go home to some fat dude in a teal costume that's living in a van down by the river, with the music in the background going,
You know
and we'll
what?
see how much talking you want to do.
Stop them lips moving. The time for
It's bigger than yours.
Wait, hold on. You know what? Y'all got a match coming up this week. Why don't you both go back and prepare for the match? We gotta go. Go.
I agree. Ladies first.
Wrap it up.
Make the big move to Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling by calling 901-831-4198. We got action in the back, guys.
Hey, you get that wrestling right, you're book at a gas station.
About this at rronews.com.
Online?
Yeah, desktop.
Go to WrestlingRadOnline.com and to learn the big moves, call 901-831-4198.
Woohoo, puppies!
That's ridiculous.
Can you believe what just happened?
I am totally
Hey,
just.
guys, I know you got stuff to do. I just want y'all to know that Seth Sager's been fined $100 for blindsiding somebody after the match. We're not going to have that. It's $100 out of his pocket.
Well, sportsmanship reigns supreme again here at New Experience Wrestling. Nightmare Ken Wayne, promoter of NEW, coming out making an executive decision. You just lost $100, Seth Saber, for your actions, and you know what? That may be a scratch to his pride, but he better look at his pocketbook because it's a little lighter now.
Well, he better think about that next time. Maybe he should get Austin Lane to pay the fine, because I'm sure Lane told him to hit the ring, so maybe they'll discuss that in the car trip wherever they're going. You know what? It's my understanding that we've got a Dustin 5-star showcase sent in from Tampa, Florida, that he wants all the NEW fans to look at, and us too. Let's go to the 5-star showcase.
Why isn't he here?
Welcome to the hottest show on the planet, the 5-Star Showcase.
It's a very special edition of the 5-Star Showcase because the celebration continues. That's right, at 5 stars and stripes, I guarantee victory, and I'm the new United States Junior Heavyweight Champion.
It was the tale of two warriors battling it out for the prestigious United States Junior Heavyweight Championship. One of those competitors was far more superior as he endured the test of time and came out the victor. Upon victory, after a devastating signature piledriver, streamers filled the arena in celebration for the newly crowned king of NEW, Dustin 5-Star.
The celebration didn't stop there. Celebrities all across the nation are still showing their support for the new United States Junior Heavyweight Champion.
From one champ to another, John Cena shows his support. Tell it to Vince. Snooki from the Jersey Shore, she throwing up the 5 fingers, baby. And you know that Charlie Sheen knows 5-Star is winning. Last but certainly not least, the president himself is a huge mark for 5-Star.
It's a new fad that's sweeping the nation, even more popular than planking. Take those 5 fingers, throw them in the air, sit back and watch the sports entertainment machine make history.
I got the 5 up here too. That was roughly 5 minutes of my life wasted watching that right there. And as you can tell, this is the music of none other than 3G Eric Wayne, the former U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion. And I think he has a few words he'd like to say, probably about what we just witnessed, unfortunately.
You know, I find it real funny, Dustin Starr, that you can take the title, but you can't show up here and wrestle. You see, it says NEW, New Experience Wrestling. New Experience Entertainment? Entertainment? You see, this is a wrestling company, Dustin. You can go out and you can find all the celebrities you want to support you, and they can throw up the 5-star all they want. But you see, at tap outs and knockouts, it's not going to take me 3 seconds to beat you and take my title back. It's only going to take 1. Because all I have to do is knock you out and leave you looking up at the lights, wondering what happened.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, you have a match this week as well.
Yeah, I realized after losing my title that I needed to toughen up. And who better to test my skills and toughen me up just a little bit more than the crazy man from the Windy City, Kid Nikels. So, Kid, I know you got him laced up and you're ready to go. I am too. Let's do it, Kid Nikels style.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your third matchup of the program, scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Your referee, Chuck Poe. Introducing first from New Orleans, Louisiana, primetime, Kevin Charles. And his opponent from San Antonio, Texas, the MOE, Mo Stegall.
These people love the MOE, baby. I'll tell you what, he's fired up and ready to go. He gets better every week.
Your baby.
He gets better every week. The MOE. I wonder, what does the MOE stand for? I'm going to have to ask him one day.
Man of excitement.
Is that what it is, man of excitement? Very good.
I just pulled that out of my rear end, but hey, it works.
I thought it meant something like a mighty obnoxious egghead. I didn't know, but...
Well, the man in the stretchy blue tights taking on former friend, but Mo Stegall's not wanting the apologies. He wants some revenge after last week, thanks to Dan Matthews and Kevin Charles, who, pretty much blindsided Mo Stegall. I mean, he didn't see it coming.
Well, he's got the advantage so far. If he can just keep it up, well, he's still managing to hang on. But, Kevin Charles, a lot more experience than the MOE. He has been away from NEW for quite some time now, but he is definitely the more experienced competitor in this match.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Charles again going using that bottom rope as leverage here. The referee's starting to count. You have till 5.
I've had the privilege of refereeing the MOE's first match ever, and the privilege of refereeing Kevin Charles' first match ever. It was actually right in this very ring, in this very arena. And another trivia question or answer for you. You can see the actual first match ever of Kid Nikels and Eric 3G Wayne. They took on one another at a different arena here in West Memphis, Arkansas. And I was actually the referee of that match too, so it's going to be interesting for me to see them wrestle this week, all these years later.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to become a student of the Nightmare Kenway School of Professional Wrestling, make sure you call 901-831-4198 for tuition information. Financing is available, and don't forget, you can also check us out online at newexperiencewrestling.com. Cover kick out at 2. The MOE, Mo Stegall, not in a good situation here, using that middle rope this time. Referee starting to count. You have till 5. You better separate.
I tell you what, Kevin Charles showing a blatant disregard for the rules, blatant disregard for sportsmanship, and I'll tell you what, I still believe since he's been in Texas, he's had to come under the influence of somebody like Byron Wilcott, or one of that bunch from TWE Wrestling.
Well, don't forget, folks, August the 19th, that man, the MOE, Mo Stegall, takes on Dan Matthews in a, I guess you could say, return match where closed fists are legal. During this pay-per-view, we'll be at Blytheville, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory, August the 19th. Ticket information and times will be posted on our Facebook account, so make sure you check it out, facebook.com/NEW Wrestling. Kevin Charles, here we go!
What a power slam! That could have put him away right there. Drove the shoulder right into the solar plexus. Oh, now he managed to pull it out somewhere, somehow. Mo managed to kick out, but I'll tell you what, Kevin Charles very frustrated about it now. He got more chokes on him right now than you can shake a stick at.
What is the deal with Dustin Starr? I know this is kind of out of nowhere, but talking about our segment we had before the matchup here with the 5-star showcase. Why is the champion not here? Back body drop. Mo Stegall picking up the momentum. Why isn't the champion here?
Well, that is a question you'd have to ask Nightmare Ken Wayne, who is, the promoter of New Experience Wrestling, but I'm sure he's probably got a valid reason. I don't know if he's, wrestling elsewhere. I know he said he was in Tampa, Florida this week. I don't know if that's vacation or...
Well, he is from Tampa, so...
Yes. I guess he's entitled to a week off as long as he can make that arrangement with the promotion.
Well, I'm going to find out how many days in between title defenses you have to have before you're vacating the title, so I'll be checking on that, and you can check back with us next week. We'll have wait a minute, roll-up cover here, and a near fall.
Drove him into the mat with a standing forceful clothesline. He's going for the cover here, so no. I was going to say this could be it for the MOE, but MOE misses opportunities every time. That's another name for him. What do you think?
I like that.
A lot of times he could put the guy away, but he just takes his time and isn't able to get the job done.
Well, Stegall, here we go. This could be it. Get the cover. And again, another near fall. I believe Foot was on the rope.
Mo thinks he won, but that was 2 3/4. It was not a 3 count, so I'm glad he didn't turn his back and walk away. That would have been a definite missed opportunity for the Mo.
Here we go. Trying to get that vertical suplex, but too heavy for Mo. Stegall DDT.
Very solid DDT. That really, if Kevin Charles wasn't wasting time right now, trying to bring up the spirit of Randy Orton somehow, maybe he could win the match.
Going for the C4. Wait a minute. Here we go. Slide up. Pin 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this matchup by pinfall, the MOE, Mo Stegall. Mo Stegall taking home the victory this week with a nice roll-up pin. Where are you going? Where are you going, Bruno? Watch out, Bruno. I wouldn't stay up there too long. Kevin Charles might not be happy. Well, folks, with that, we've got our main event coming up after the break. Don't change your channel.
The Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling is looking for new students. Think you've got what it takes to make it in the ring? Train with wrestling legend Nightmare Ken Wayne. Learn the ins and outs of the wrestling game. Train to be a professional wrestler, manager, or referee. Women are encouraged to apply and financing is available. Call 901-831-4198 for tuition information or log on to nightmarekenwayne.com for the Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling.
Well, I tell you what, definitely bottoms up, Bruno.
You know what? I had to wash the cookies down. You know, the MOE was kind enough to share the cookies he won in that match with you and me, all these great fans out here. And I was just washing mine down, and you got something on your face.
You give a mouse a cookie, he'll want a glass of milk. But you know what? Main event coming up here, the 6'4" monster Kid Nikels taking on 3G Eric Wayne. Just want to make a point out here. In NEW history, these two contenders have never beat each other. So this could be a monumental match here this week between Eric Wayne and Kid Nikels. Will there be a winner? Will somebody tap out? Will somebody get a pinfall? We're just moments away from finding out.
It's going to be a great match. Let me say this right quick. Go on nightmarekenwayne.com and you can click on and see the first match ever that either one of those guys had. I refereed it. It's great.
As I think about the past, I must focus on the present. As I think about what I'm going to do to Bishop, I must focus on how to deal with Eric Wayne. Because you see, me and Eric Wayne, as friends, as opponents, we tend to push each other to the limit. And my friend Eric Wayne, I have no limit. And you see, while you might not have your championship anymore, you got a madman staring you right in the face. And my friend, it reminds me, as Jeffrey Dahmer once said, I got you where I want you. Now I'm gonna eat you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your television main event with TV time remaining. Again, your referee for this matchup, Chuck Poe. Introducing first from the Windy City, Kid Nikels. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, 3G, Eric Wayne. Former United States Junior Heavyweight Champion you just seen there. Lost his title to Dustin 5-Star at Scars and Stripes. You know, there's a big wound in the pride section of Eric Wayne.
I'll tell you what, these guys have had so many matches. They've been tag team partners. They've been opponents. As I said several times already, they had their very first match against each other in a different arena here in West Memphis, and I was privileged enough to be the referee of their initial match. Once again, go to nightmarekenwayne.com, look through the different options on the website. You can actually watch a great documentary about the training that these two guys went through, and you can see their first match in its entirety. When, like I said, I was proud enough and privileged enough to be the referee of that match, and I think you'll be amazed how far both of these guys have come since that opening, initial match in their career.
Yeah, they both had to wrestle a 60-minute matchup with former NEW commentators John Steele and Brian Thompson at the announce desk. Definitely a good match to call. 60-minute long graduation match. That is a requirement for all of Nightmare Ken Wayne students here at the school. So, it may seem like a lot, but you're not going to get there at a quick pace. This isn't going to be a 6-month. This is, not going to be a year training. This is going to take time, and you're going to advance at your pace.
To get in this profession and be successful at it, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and there is no finish line.
Bruno, who do you think is going to be the winner of this matchup? You've had the most experience with these two who also form the tag team Premier Brutality. Who do you think will come out as the winner of this matchup?
I can guarantee you right now who's going to win this match. The one that makes his opponent submit or tap out or pins his opponent. That, I guarantee you, is going to be the winner.
You're absolutely correct. Nice shoulder tackle again.
I will say this, Nikels has definitely had the upper hand so far in this contest, but as you know, here in NEW, stay tuned because you never know what's going to happen any given moment. This ain't any given Sunday. This is any given moment.
Well, I'll tell you, just to be honest with you here, both of these men know each other like the back of their hand. You're never going to have a dull match. You're not going to have a boring match. They're going to keep you at your screen. They're going to keep you at the edge of your seat because that's what they do. Collar elbow tie-up. These athletes here are definitely some of the best, if not the best, and not only the Mid-South, but I would probably say the States as far as the indie wrestling promotions are concerned.
Oh, I could wholeheartedly agree with that statement. I mean, these guys are main eventers here in NEW, and I see no reason why one day they won't be main eventers at the top level of the game, which is WWE, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania. I mean, Money in the Bank, ladder match, whatever. I can see these guys going all the way.
I'll tell you what, third-generation wrestling superstar Eric Wayne did not have an easy, I guess you could say, way at the proverbial ladder. He was forced to referee before he could ever wrestle, and also had to complete amateur wrestling through high school in order to be able to step inside the squared circle.
That's very true. I mean, he paid his dues. People say, oh, well, his family was in the business. It was easy for him. A lot of times that makes it harder for somebody.
Oh, yeah, because they're the ones that's going to critique you the most. And you look at Kid Nikels, from the time he began, if you'll notice in the opening video of Kid Nikels before he comes to ringside, you'll notice an older picture of Kid Nikels there, almost like a before and after shot. I mean, he is nowhere near where he used to be. He has grown so much physically and mentally here at the school. It's just impressive to see how far he's come.
He's definitely a leader in the dressing room, a leader with NEW. And like I said, go to that website, nightmarekenwayne.com. You got to see Nikels when he first came to the training school. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't even recognize him.
No, and I tell you what, also talking about Kid Nikels, Eric Wayne, both men had Scars and Stripes, both men competing for a title, one to retain it, one to win it. Kid Nikels unsuccessful, defeating Byron Wilcott for the Texas Heavyweight title. and Eric Wayne losing his to Dustin Starr. You can catch those matches at newexperiencewrestling.co. As you are watching this program, it will be available. So make sure you check it out, newexperiencewrestling.co. As you can see, missing the back elbow. And I think Eric Wayne was kind of in shock that that Kid Nikels missed and just went right after him, and they got almost like into a collar elbow tie-up situation.
Right, but both of these guys are quick as lightning, believe me. Eric Wayne trying to, he did it, I was like, trying to get rid of the problem right there. It looks like he did. But I promise you, it's only a temporary solution.
Jesus, this is going to be bad right here, Bruno.
Oh, it could have just, from the people at home, they don't realize that they're right by our announcer's position. It's not a position that I like these guys to be in. It puts us in jeopardy. Referee Chuck Pope telling Eric Wayne to get back inside the ring.
Come on, kid, go!
Referee at the count of 3. Eric Wayne breaking
Eric Wayne came back out now. We're not out of the woods yet, Terrence.
We still have TV time remaining here, according to supervising producer Richard Bressler.
Okay, thank God they're away from our position now. I hope they stay that way.
I don't know what it is about announce desk. It's almost like they get a big red target painted on them. It's like, hit me, hit me.
I mean, if I wanted to be in danger, I'd still be refereeing or managing or even trying to wrestle. But that's why I'm back here. Problem is, you get too soon old and too late smart.
Cover 2 and then a kick out. You can also follow Kid Nikels and Eric Wayne on Facebook. Just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/NEW Wrestling. You can check them out on there. They're one of our likes. As a matter of fact, NEW even likes you on Facebook.
Well, that's good. I don't really, personally, I'm not into all that. I guess I'm a little bit too old and decrepit to figure all that stuff out. But I like NEW, and I like all the fans. I even like Chuck Poe. Not many people say that.
Not a lot of people say that about me in my line of work, but nonetheless.
Well, I believe that. We've got fans from NEW all over the country. We got them in Friars Point, Mississippi. We got them in Horn Lake, Mississippi. Marion, Arkansas. Tipton County, Tennessee. We've got them in New York. We've got them in Michigan. We've got them in Alabama. We've got
Texas,
Florida.
This goes on and on.
That's right. Illinois. We got them in Pennsylvania. We got them in Ohio.
No. Kid Nikels going to roll up on that top turnbuckle, and Eric Wayne saw it coming with those knees right to the back of the neck. You know, that's the worst kind of concussion you can get is from an impact to the back of the head. And Eric Wayne taking advantage, pulling him away from the ropes. Cover 2 and a kick out.
Both of these guys fighting with their hearts as if $1 million was on the line, because to them, finally getting a victory in NEW over one or the other is a big deal to these guys, a big feather in their hat. And you know, I'm not going to tell you who won the match when they first competed against each other, which was actually for a different promotion. It wasn't NEW. And like I said, go to nightmarekenwayne.com, watch the match, and be surprised. Be surprised at how these guys look. Be surprised at the outcome, and be just as surprised as 3G and Nikels are right now with the predicament they've got each other in.
Kid Nikels just took Eric Wayne for a ride, and Eric Wayne slow to get up. So is Kid Nikels. Now both of these contenders have to the count of 5, and making it to their feet long enough to break the count.
All these people hollering body bag right now. It ain't that they don't like 3G, but they like to see somebody in a body bag.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it's something we've yet to see here on a television broadcast, as Kid Nikels puts somebody in a body bag, if you will.
Knock him out, kid.
Nice DVD.
What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, due to TV time expiration, this match has resulted in a no contest.
I say we have 2 winners because those guys are both tremendous competitors. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, as the crowd chants 5 more minutes, let's take a look at our upcoming pay-per-view, August the 19th, Tap Outs and Knockouts.
a big move to Ken Wayne School of Professional Wrestling by calling 901-831-4198. We got action in the back, guys.
And you get that wrestling right, you're booking at a gas station.
About this at rronews.com.
Online?
Yeah, desktop.
Go to WrestlingRadOnline.com and to learn the big moves, call 901-831-4198.
Woohoo, puppies!
That's ridiculous.
One time, Bruno, just one time. Come on. We are just almost a month away from tap outs and knockouts. August the 19th.
I can't figure out how to put that on. It's a good thing I'm not going to be in the ring for that. But I'll say this. What a show we had this week. We had some surprises. We had some great matches. We had Mo Stegall with a great upset victory over the newly crowned jerk of the week, Kevin Charles. We've had Austin Lane come out here and get involved where he shouldn't. We've had Seth Sabor come out here, get involved where he shouldn't. We had Kid Nikels and 3G Eric Wayne go to the TV time limit expiration. Great match. Still neither one with a victory over the other in New Experience Wrestling. And we've got the greatest audience in the world. I want to thank them for being here. I want to thank our regulars. I want to thank our newcomers. I'm so excited I'm losing my voice as usual. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week.